Welcome back into the NASCAR Illustrated studio, everybody. I'm Stephen Levine. Tom Vandervoort is way down there on the end. We are, what do you call it? Not bookmarking, bookending.
Bookending.
Not
flanking.
Flanking.
Flanking is good,
We're
too.
flanking not one, not two, but all three. 1, 2, 3 Miss Sprint Cups.
Joker, and a triple.
In honor of the Sprint All-Star Race, which is forthcoming. Welcome, guys. It's good to
Thank
have
you.
all of
Thanks
you
for
here.
having us.
I'm a
I
little
know.
overwhelmed, I have to say.
It's a lot of yellow, right?
It is a lot of
A
yellow.
lot of yellow.
Yellow, but not in a cautionary way.
In a
No,
good way.
No, in a festive
Yes,
way, in a
exactly.
jocular
So this is a
way.
big week. I mean, you guys have been pretty busy already.
We
Oh,
have
goodness.
been.
What are some of the big events going on for you here?
We have qualifying coming up on Friday.
Right.
Lots of appearances.
Lots of
and stuff.
appearances.
Right.
Yeah,
Just
we're staying
media.
busy.
And qualifying this year will actually count towards the race, unlike years past when it was the pit crew
Crew
showdown
Challenge.
that
Yes.
determined
Yes.
qualifying order. Now it's actually qualifying that determines
A
qualifying
little
order.
different.
Yeah.
Yep.
The Sprint All-Star Race. All right. Format pretty much the same as last year with a notable exception. Just go down the format for
Okay.
us.
You have 5 segments,
Yeah.
4 of which are 20 laps, and then a final 10-lap shootout with the mandatory 4-tire pit stop before the final 10-lap shootout.
And the pit stop order is determined by your average finish between
Right.
segments 1
And that's
So
the big
last
difference.
year,
Yes.
if you
Yes.
won the
Each
first segment,
segment.
you knew you would be first
right.
heading into the final pit
So
stop.
now you
So
can't see
if you were,
now.
say, Jimmy Johnson and you kicked everyone's butt in the first segment, you could just lay back, and you can't do that anymore.
Not
it's laying
that
back
Jimmy
this time.
Johnson would ever game the system.
No.
No.
It was Chad Knaus's fault.
And here's the thing, on top of the $1 million that Sprint we're going to give you in Victory Lane, Bruton Smith put another $1 million. So if a driver leads all 5 segments, they get that other $1 million as well.
All right, let's go over the standings
Okay.
All right,
Yeah, let's.
from last week. Okay, you guys were the top finisher
good.
because of your Jeff
like
Gordon
it.
pick. Right, finished third. You now have 15 points. Tom picked Casey Kane, who finished a dismal 17th.
Was that Casey's fault?
It was
was that a
Kyle's
good
fault.
pick? I just want some validation.
a good pick.
Thank
So
you.
you
close.
came in
Casey
last. So
was
you
close.
have you are now in last place with 14 points.
Yeah, whatever.
I went from 14 to 16, so I remain in the lead by 1 point.
Early season
Oh.
lead,
Over
man.
Miss
Whatever.
Sprint.
Well, that's not going to last long.
All right, so let's talk about our picks for the Sprint All-Star Race. It's hard. It's just a hard race to sort of handicap because of the format, but it's our job nonetheless to do so. Who's
It
going to
is.
start?
My
Like a-
pick is Matt Kenseth.
Nice pick.
Yeah.
He's
Thank
won at
you.
Charlotte a couple
Yeah,
of times.
won his first race in the 600. First
Yes.
Cup race in the 600.
And he's a former Sprint All-Star race winner as
Yes,
well.
indeed.
2004, he started in 12 of these races, and he's cracked the top 10 9 different times.
Yeah.
So we know that he knows what he's doing here. Plus, he's kind of coming off a good vibe right now.
Most
Darlington
definitely.
pulling off a win with a substitute crew chief. And if he does win, this is kind of like a little cherry on the top. JGR has yet to win a Sprint All-Star race.
Is that true?
That is
Interesting.
true.
Did
so-
not know that.
You are bringing the information.
You know it.
She's still trying to make up for that Ricky Stenhouse Jr. pick in Texas.
Which I
she's
will
gonna
still
pick Ricky
defend
for
to
the
this day,
showdown.
that It was,
Come on.
it was an okay pick. But yeah, so if he wins that, then that'd be great for his team. And if anything, I feel like this is the year for them to do it.
Okay, that's a solid pick. I
Oh,
like
yeah.
that.
Can't
pick a lot.
argue with
he
that one.
qualified for the All-Star race in every which way that you can possibly qualify
Mm-hmm.
for the All-Star race.
Isn't
As
that a
past
Clint Eastwood
champion.
movie?
Yeah, with the monkey.
Yeah.
True.
All right, Kim.
What?
I'm going with Casey Kane. He's won at Charlotte Motor Speedway multiple times, including in 2008. He won the Sprint fan vote, went on to win the Sprint All-Star race, and then went on to win the Coca-Cola 600.
Yeah.
And I think coming off of Darlington, he's got a little pent-up anger or energy or passion, shall we say?
Let's say passion.
That's going to take him to the checkered flag.
All right.
That's a great pick. I
Yeah.
love Casey at this race.
Yeah,
Of course,
you
I love
love
Casey at
Casey,
any
yeah.
track because he and I have a thing where I pick him a lot.
Yeah. All right. So who are you picking instead of Casey?
Well, let's see. Why not Jimmy Johnson?
Why
Why
not?
not?
Why
I think
not?
Jimmy
Yeah.
is also having a fantastic season. You know, this used to be Lowe's Motor Speedway, his house. I still think he thinks it's kind of his house, so I like Jimmy Johnson. You can never, ever be wrong picking Jimmy Johnson.
It's true.
That's
No one can
true.
ever
Very
accuse
safe
you of a
pick.
stupid pick when you
So you're
pick
going for
Jimmy.
the back-to-back wins with that. 'cause he
Pretty
won last
much, he
year.
did. He dominated last year.
All right.
Which,
All right.
if anyone
And
can
then,
do it, it's
silly,
Jimmy.
and then stupidly brought back a different car for the 600. But I digress.
All right. So Matt Kenseth, Casey Kane, Jimmy Johnson.
Dale Jr. That's my pick. You know, he runs really well at Charlotte. He won the Sprint Showdown last
he did.
year. The fans went wild when he won because he was depending on the Sprint fan vote or racing his way in. He got the win. He's my pick. I'm talking to him this weekend, Saturday, at the Sprint Unlimited Experience, so I'm going to hopefully give him some good luck high five, see if he can
A little
give me
karma,
win.
a little Miss
Good-
Sprint Cup karma.
Yes, a little positive vibes.
It could only help.
Yes.
All right, so, okay, who's left? I know who I'm going to pick then. I'm going to go with Kyle Busch. I think the
good
All-Star race, the format of the All-Star race, which requires a little bit, shall we say, aggression, you know, or let's say it doesn't require it, but it certainly helps. I think maybe plays into Kyle Busch's driving style.
Checkers or wreckers, baby.
Checkers or wreckers.
Just stay away from my guy. That's all I say.
Yeah.
Your pick.
They have been
Yeah,
tangling
Kim will
a
be
bit
coming
of
after
late.
you if you
So,
mess with Casey.
all right, I got Kyle Busch in this non-points paying pick with Miss Sprint Cup. Thanks for watching, everybody. Watch the Sprint All-Star Race. We'll all be back next. Well, not all of us will be back next week. One of you will be back with
Yes.
us next week.